What's up, y'all? It's your girl T, and I am back with another video. It feels like forever since I talked to y'all. As I approach the end of this pregnancy, it's getting harder and harder for me to just get everything done and be consistent with posting, but y'all, I'm still here. If you are new, then welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, we are just going to have a little chit chat with me about a couple different things that's been on my mind. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I make a new video. And yeah, let's get right into it. I'm sorry, it's another bonnet type of video today. I have to go to the doctor a little bit later, so I'll be looking a little better than this, but for now, I'm up early. I am working, trying to get a lot of things done before I have to leave the house and be nice. So two of the things that I want to cover in this video for sure is I want to talk about what I've been noticing lately in the hair industry, which has been selling of raw hair and the launching of new products for your wig business. So I have noticed that, more and more companies and people are deciding to sell raw hair over virgin hair. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. And in this video, I'm not trying to convince you to sell one over the other or sell both. You do as you please. However, it's just something that I noticed going on in the industry, and it's like, oh wow, more and more people are selling raw hair, like they're getting out of the virgin hair. Now, as for me, I sell both. I still sell both, and I don't think that I'm going to just fully transfer over to selling virgin hair for my customers. Which that's what I think a lot of people are doing. They're just like, I just want to sell virgin hair. It looks so much better. I mean, look at this hair. This is virgin. I mean, not virgin, I'm sorry, raw. Look at this hair. This is raw hair, and it is beautiful. But I think if you're going to sell, raw hair, I think it's very, very important to, for one, yes, you know what it's about. You educate yourself about raw hair. But not only that, I think it's so much more important to educate your customers, especially if you used to sell just virgin hair and you're trying to do that transition. And I feel like that because your customers are used to virgin hair, they're used to a lower price point, and then when you just all of a sudden decide, hey, I'm gonna sell raw hair costs more, but look at how beautiful it is. Wow, they're definitely gonna be interested because of how it looks. The price point may scare them, may scare some, and it may not, but when they get the hair, they will realize that it's actually more work than the virgin hair. So I think before you even just make that decision solely on you, I think you should kind of gauge your target audience and find out hey, what do you know about virgin hair? I mean, raw hair, I'm sorry. Maybe do some kind of quiz on your stories. Ask them, because at the end of the day, they are the ones buying it, not you. And I know some people, oh, my comb fell. And I know some people say, well, if you want to sell virgin hair, you can sell virgin hair, and the customers that don't want to pay for it, that don't want it, they'll drop off. True. That is very true. Not all customers are going to be interested in the virgin hair, but I think it will be your duty if you teach them about it, if you talk to them about it, if you show them how to wash it, if you show them the pros and the cons to raw hair, because raw hair, just like it look now, it ain't gonna always look like this. After you wear this a couple times, yeah, it may tangle some. Yeah, it may frizz some, because that's what raw hair does. But nobody shows that. So then when a customer get it, then they're kind of, afraid, like, what am I supposed to do with this hair? And honestly, I've had a couple customers who I've transitioned over, and I don't feel like I fully gave them the information that they needed to understand the raw hair, but I sold them on a look. That's what you don't want to just sell them on a look, because then, that would scare them to come back. But, again, I offer both. I think that some people are just jumping on the wave of raw hair for some of the wrong reasons. Like, everybody want to have a luxury brand now. That's fine. Having a luxury brand is totally fine. But just make sure that you present it as a luxury brand. And yeah, definitely make sure that you present it as a luxury brand, and make sure that you have luxury price points. Your styling is luxury. Everything just have to flow together. Like, you can't call yourself a luxury brand and then your packaging or something like that is not luxury. So y'all just be do your research, and just be careful with jumping on trends or just doing things just because at the end of the day, it's totally fine to sell Chinese virgin hair. There are some good vendors. Not all vendors are bad. Some people say, oh, all the Chinese hair bad, blah 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 blah. No, it's not, because virgin hair, before virgin hair was as popular as it is now, everybody was selling Chinese hair. You maybe had a few people that sourced out raw hair, but for the most part, everybody was selling Chinese hair, and it was no problem then. Hell, even before that, people was just buying hair from the hair store. So don't think that your brand won't do well because you don't have this luxury brand. No, you can stick with virgin hair. You can make virgin hair look good, and that's fine. And honestly, in my opinion, I like virgin hair. I like curly virgin hair, because if raw hair, most times real raw hair, you're not going to get no uniform curls. You're not going to get all these different type of deep wave, body wave, Italian wave, all them different waves. You're not going to really get that, because that wouldn't be considered real raw hair, which will be not chemically or steam processed. So it'll look like this. So I think that virgin hair, which is one of the reasons that I really don't want to completely get rid of my virgin hairs, because I do feel like some of the curl patterns of my virgin hair is really, really nice, and my customers love it. You can wet it to go, and voila. It's, and then it's cheaper, it's a little bit on the cheaper side. But yeah, it can be tricky though selling both. Honestly, I'll be honest, it can be tricky selling both. Oh shoot, because you got almost two types of audiences in a way. But as long as you're able to uphold and handle both, then you could definitely do it. I mean, I do it. Some of my customers buy virgin, some buy raw. Like, they go with the look. I tell them what it is. As long as I'm honest with what it is, they get it, and I have no complaints. So yeah, that's just, my little spiel on selling virgin and raw hair, or basically like selling of the raw hair. Like, let me know in the comments, what do you sell? If you're thinking about switching over to just raw hair, why? Which is nothing wrong with it. And also, some people I know may say, well, I want to switch over to selling raw hair because that's what I like. And if that's what I like, and that's what I wear, then I think it's important to go ahead and, since I'm already going to be wearing it and promoting it, and this is the quality, I only want to provide quality and yada yada, that's fine. If you don't have a target audience, then you can definitely start to build up the people that are like you, that like quality, that, understands the maintenance. and understand the price point and how much of an investment it is, then fine. It's just, I think sometimes it can just be tricky if you already have an audience. Like I said, if you already have an audience that has been dealing with virgin hair, it's kind of hard to just switch them over. Because for one, let's be honest, some customers, all they see is the price, and they like, wait a minute, I can get this wig for $375, and you selling this one for $550. You know, it's like, that's a big jump. Like, you really have to convince them as to why would I spend, more. And there are reasons as to why, but you have to explain it to them in detail, whether it's videos, breakdowns, put care cards in your orders. Like, you got to do a lot more convincing, but it's definitely possible. So yeah, that's my little spiel about that. Another thing that I kind of wanted to just discuss was selling of different products. Now, I feel like right now, during this time, a lot of people, wig businesses, mainly because that's the industry I'm in, are venturing out to selling other products, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's your goal is to have multiple streams of income. That is all of our goals, okay? But just from me to you, just from my experience to you, just don't overwhelm yourself with having too many products or trying to release too many things. Especially like you see companies doing good selling foam and wax sticks and hot combs and like, it's so many things that you can sell within the hair and the wig industry. But first of all, you make sure that your wig's selling, okay? Because if you can't even sell a wig, how are you going to sell a product? Like, seriously, you got to sell these wigs first. So I think that you need to build a relationship and you need to build up your audience to know you as selling of some great wigs. If wigs is your main focus and you're going to use products as accessories, like add-ons, buy this wig, don't forget to get the wax stick. Well, first they got to buy the wig. Okay, you just can't say buy the wax stick and they ain't even never bought your wig. They probably ain't gonna buy the wax sticks. So, yeah, I think like, don't go too fast. Like, just because you see other people doing it and they're doing it well, don't be so quick to release something, because especially releasing too much stuff at once, some stuff is gonna get overshadowed and not everything is going to sell and do well. So releasing one thing at a time, and what I would say is one of the most important things that you feel you need, or that they need, I'm sorry, not you need, but that they need for their wig, then that's what you start with. Don't just go trying to have everything at once. What is it that they need with their wig? Like, if I first think about it, if I was buying a wig from a company, from a customer standpoint, once I buy the wig, I love the wig. Well, what is it that I need to go with this wig? It may not necessarily be a hot comb, because I mean the hot comb from Walmart, I have a hot comb, it works just fine. It may not be the curl lines yet. It may be a wig grip or a wax stick. I say a wig grip because that go up under your wig before you put your wig on. The importance of having that wig grip. It protects your edges, yada, 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 and put that on. That's a necessity for your wig. Most times people will get a wig and get a wig grip, because in order to wear the wig, you need a wig grip. You get it? Like, it's just more of a need than just selling it just because it's a product. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I had to slow down because I wanted, and I'm telling y'all, in my head, I want to release so many things, because again, I see other people, oh, she releasing this, she releasing that. Not that it's that I'm copying, but it's like, dang, I thought about that. Like, why haven't I done it? But anyways, I see things that I want to release. I had at one point, It was a time where I had about 5 or 6 things I was wanting to release, like, and I was testing out. And I'm like, all of this stuff I need, because all this stuff I use. Yeah, but I had to realize that I had to slow down, because selling like the accessories to people, I mean, it's not just easy as posting a flyer and saying, hey, go get it. Like, no, you have to really put a whole launch plan behind this product, behind what it is that you're selling. I'm trying to get this ice. Hold on. All right, and so what I mean by, like, you got to have a whole launch plan. Like, you just can't wake up tomorrow and say, hey, I'm selling this, y'all come buy this. No, like, you have to build anticipation. You have to give your customers knowledge on what it is. You have to send emails. You have to create flyers. You have to create videos. Like, you have to do a lot for just that one product. And when you do release your first product, allow that product to have its own spotlight. Allow that product time to sell. And, like, you know, get your reviews and stuff. Like, allow that product to build a reputation of it being quality and being good, so that when you do get ready to release your next product, people already know it's going to be good because your first product did so good. But if you release one and you release another one in the next week or so, like, you didn't give your first product a chance to really sell. So now it's like, I don't know what to buy. I mean, unless it's something like a duo where it's 2 items combined together, they work well together, you need both, then yes, you can definitely do that. But you just don't want your products to start getting lost in the sauce. But then too, you don't want to push your product so much that you forget about your wigs, because at the end of the day, your wigs makes the most profit, not your products. Yes, you sell a lot of products, but the profit margins are smaller for each order versus a wig order where you got a bigger profit margin, if that makes sense. The thing I want to say is, it is okay to not have all the products that some other people have. Like, you don't have to have every single product that comes out. Like, it's okay. You can, you know, simply just promote and support someone else that has a certain product. Like, for me, I don't think I'm going to come out with hot comb at all. Curling iron maybe, but a hot comb, I don't think I'm coming out with a hot comb. I'll just support somebody else that have a hot comb, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not looking to, like, oh, every single thing that somebody's dropping is like, oh, I need to sell my own, because your customers may not need that. So you kind of got to watch what your customers need, or you're going to have a whole lot of that stuff, especially when it comes to, like, the electronics and, you know, just the different things that your customers have to, especially the different things that, like, you may have to order overseas in bulk. And if you end up getting like 500 or 200 of curling irons and they don't sell, you're gonna be mad. So back to just what I was saying, like, just be strategic with what it is that you decide to release and sell. Don't try to do a whole lot at once. And whether it's raw hair, virgin hair, or whether it's one product or another product, just make sure that your customers know how to use it, what it is, how it works, what happens if it don't work. You know, make sure that, dang, I hate when I do that. It's just a little piece. Make sure that you're not just doing stuff just to be doing it. Like, you don't want to do stuff just to be doing it, because you'll end up losing a lot of money, and the goal is to make money, not to lose money. So be careful. But yeah, so anyways, that's kind of all I have for this video that I can think of, at least. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I'll be trying to post more videos, just basically chit chatting, giving y'all my thought process behind things when it comes to the wig business or my experiences. And yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Bye, y'all.